It is time to give 36 stars another shot. I have been working on the Raiden Overload team since the last video, and I won't be able to fully max out Sara, unfortunately, just because I don't have the local specialties, and we can't get any more of them because I've already farmed them. But I will be able to get Sara up to level 70, which does increase her stuff a little bit. I'd like to get this, but yeah, we can't do that. I can actually get Sara's weapon leveled up. And yep, we can get the weapon all the way up to level 90. I can also do her talents, which are something I should probably do. I will only be able to get one of them up by the looks of things because I don't have any of these. And this domain, it is open today. Okay, let me do one run in here. The good thing about this team is that there is so much energy getting thrown around that I never have problems with the uptime of the bursts. It's very, very easy. I can just do one rotation and then boom, just straight into the next one because everyone's bursts are already up. That's about as far as we can go for now. I could run that domain more, but I'm not really too fussed about this. I think it should be fine. So let's jump over to the Abyss now and let's have a look at how many stars we can gather up. Only I've touched the Abyss in quite a while, so we'll see how we go. By the looks of things, our previous best was a whopping 34 stars. And somehow Nahida took 202,000 damage. Something hit like a truck there. Now, because we actually didn't even get to floor 11 last time, because I haven't run Abyss in ages, we need to do floor 9 first, annoyingly. But it's pretty easy, so I shouldn't have a problem with that. I think I'm going to run Raiden first half, or whatever half has the more enemies. I feel like she'd work slightly better with multi-target stuff. And then our second team is going to be Kuki. We're going to run Nahida, Farina, and Yao Yao. I will say the one thing with this team though is if I'm doing sort of the easier chambers where I don't want to spam everyone's bursts, then there is not much damage. So it does sort of mean you've got to use everyone's bursts to actually get any form of decent damage, rather than Hyper Bloom where you sort of just do skills and that's it. You can do all of the damage you need just from doing elemental skills. There's floor 9, really easy. I think for this one I'm going to swap around and run Hyper Bloom first half just because I want to see how each of them compare multi-target wise. I'm not 100% sure which one I'm going to end up running more multi-target. At the moment, I feel like Raiden Shogun will work a little bit better with multi-target, but I'm not too sure about that, so we're just going to test some stuff out. Okay, no, never mind. Hyper Bloom does a lot better at multi-target, so I can get multiple of the Dendro cores going to different enemies all at once. I will say there is one problem with using Farina on this team, and that is that we die kind of quickly. But as long as we have Yao Yao's heals up, we are pretty fine normally. Plus Cookie heals anyway, so we get more healing. So as long as we have someone's heals up, we're normally fine. Damage from Raiden Shogun, 130k. That was, I'm pretty sure, because of resistances, but still, 130k, definitely solid. We'll take it. I actually haven't seen how much we're doing with Hyper Bloom damage. It's been quite a while since I played the Hyper Bloom team. I'm seeing like some 34s, I think. Yeah, 34k. So this team definitely shouldn't be a problem. I do forget how to play it properly because, as I said, I haven't played it in ages. Well, there is floor 10 completed. Now we move on to floor 11, which shouldn't be too bad. These guys are annoying, but I'm going to use Hyper Bloom there. Although, it might actually be easier to use Raiden Shogun there, just because of survivability and there's less enemies. So you know what? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do Hyper Bloom first half, followed by Raiden Shogun team. I feel like floor 11 shouldn't be the worst. We should be able to get through it relatively easily. Although I did forget Monolith. But we just kind of spam things and hope this goes well because Monolith is always not very fun. But what is going to be a problem is probably floor 12. Mainly the last chamber. Because that has Golden Wolf Lord. And Golden Wolf Lord needs Geo. And really, the Hyper Bloom team would be the only team I could put a Geo character on because the other team just solely needs Pyro and Electro. We can't have anyone else. So I'll probably have to swap around this team a little bit to get some Geo so I can clear the Golden Wolf Lord. This definitely wasn't the best Spiral Abyss rotation to try to get 36 stars because both of these teams are not equipped very well to deal with the enemies that we have. So hopefully we will not have any problems with the rest of floor 11. We just need to make sure Cookie does not die here. She does eat her own HP, and with Farina also eating everyone's HP, she doesn't end up with a lot, which is a small problem. So far, this is like definitely double the speed of Fontaine only. And Font only managed a 34 star, I think. So hopefully we continue that trend and we get 36 stars or even 30 something stars. 35 stars maybe, that'd be nice. One more star than we currently have. 190k. Now these guys are going to make us push that timer way too far down. We finished with like 7 minutes 9 seconds, which is not very fun. But that's because those guys are very painful. I didn't want to use burst because they were almost dead. Oh, there goes Yao Yao. Not too worried about that though, because this is the last chamber. There goes Nahida though, which is slightly not as good. But as long as we can get one more of those out, there we go. Now we have these pieces of crap. We are looking good enough for this, hopefully. I realize I say hopefully a lot whenever I do Abyss videos. Ryder, we need massive, massive damage. That was like 50k. Not as massive as I would have liked, but there we go. Those things are down. We are now onto floor 12. So, first half, Primo Geovaship, little Geovaships. Yippee, that's going to be fun. Second half, we basically want to have Farina first half because we need Farina for this. Then if we run Farina or the Hyper Bloom team first half, we can run them with like Goro, so we can do Golden Wolf Lord. And the Aeoblight Drake we can deal with because of Kujo Sara. It will be slightly annoying with these guys because they don't have any shields, but oh well, we'll just kind of see what happens. Also this guy because I don't have any Natlan characters. I could try a different team with that and run a just normal DPS Raiden. So use Shalonen maybe. Or like Raiden, Bennett, Kujo Sara, Shalonen. That could work because then we'd be able to deal with that guy's thing. And also Shalonen might be able to give us some Crystallize. Yeah, we can run that and see what happens. We can see if it does things. Shalonen will do Resistance Shred and stuff like that. We'll give that team a shot and see what happens because the other team might not work too great because this guy will nuke you if you don't get his shield down. So for the first team then, we're going to run Kuki, Farina, Nahida. I'm going to swap those two around because I want Nahida first. And then we are going to run probably a Noel or a Goro. I think Goro because he can do more consistent Geo application. So we can hopefully get this guy's things down a little bit quicker. I don't know. We're just going to kind of see what happens. The only problem with this first half though is we won't have any heals, which might cause a small problem with Cookie, but we will see how it goes. Okay, there goes Cookie. We are definitely going to have a problem here. It's just going to be a case of not having Cookie on field for too long. And whenever she is on field, making sure she's healing and we're not dying. Well, we are most certainly not going to be able to half-time this. And there goes Nahida. This is not going well. I'm going to leave this. I need to fix this team because this is going really badly. And this is the first half. I could use a Noel because then shields... Maybe, I don't know. I just kind of need some more survivability, so we go with Noel. I also need Geo, which is another problem. These teams have lots of problems if you can't tell. I also don't even know if Noel's built, which that's another problem. I think she is, just looking at her weapon, but you never know. And Noel died. And this is just the first half of the first chamber. And if this is already going this bad, I don't think we have any hope for the rest of it. That being said, this is absolutely the worst Spiral Abyss in quite a while. So I don't expect it to go too great. But I mean, I would expect this account to do better than Fontaine only, but it is not appearing like that is the case. Which is somewhat expected because of all the DPSs, but also annoying because it is way younger and I put way less effort into it. I'm not liking how this is going. It's going really, really, really badly. Can I think of any other variations of teams? Not really, no, because we don't have anything. So this first up, we just want crazy big DPS. We could use Raiden Shogun there. But then we have the problem of this team doesn't work with Raiden Shogun, and this won't really work with Raiden Shogun either. Unless we bring Farina with Raiden Shogun, but that also doesn't really work. And in terms of other teams we don't have a whole lot. So I'm not liking our chance of even completing the first chamber of this. Because there is a lot of stuff that is not in my favor right now. All of the chambers are very, very bad and require characters that we don't have built or physically can't use. Also, absolutely ton of skill issue. I have no clue what I'm doing and I'm just spamming buttons. Doesn't help our cause. I think I'm going to have to reconsider my teams because they're not working. We need Farina, we need some form of Geo. And those two don't work very well together unless I had Navia, which I can't use because she's a DPS. And the Hyper Bloom team is obviously not working. I could try using Kokomi because we'd heal a little bit, but then our damage is non-existent because Fringe is doing like 20 or something K, and that's where most of our damage is coming from. Kokomi would reduce that damage a lot, so we'd have no chance of getting any stars or progressing. And I can't think of any other team we could use unless I wanted to do a DPS Farazan team, because from memory, my DPS Farazan did hit kind of hard. A DPS Farazan would be much better if I had a Zhongli. You know, a Zhongli would be really, really useful right now. That's not so useful. A double back-to-back Hazo. That is also a C6 Hazo, which would be really, really nice to use, but we can't use him because Hazo is not a support. I suppose I can just try running a DPS Farazan team and see what happens, because that's about the only thing I can think of, because that's the only team that I know that does damage and can use Farina. Shalonen won't work in that team though, because it's Animo DPS and we can't use Shalonen for Animo DPS. So actually have a look at my Noelle, because I could build Noelle and then we'd have some Geo. But I don't think my Noelle is very well built, or is going to be very well built easily. She's level 80 there. It's fine, I guess. We want her on defense, which we don't have any of, so she could stay on that one. Yeah, no, Noelle can't really have anything because we don't have any pieces for her. So we're just going to throw around stuff and see what happens, I guess. We don't have any pieces, so yippee, what a build. A whole 1,600 defense. Well, this is going to be my last try to build for a couple reasons. I don't have any other options. We're not doing any damage. I've run this first half, this part here with the Hyper Bloom, like 7 times already and haven't managed to get through it once. So that's not happening. So I guess we try out this team. We're going to go with a Farazan, Farina, Noelle. Actually, let's put in Jean because Jean can heal. So Farina, yeah, this is going to be such a great team. I mean, we haven't died yet, so that's something. We almost have multiple times, but we haven't. Completely ignore the timer because that's just not a thing anymore. There goes Farazan. Whoa, what a surprise. We honestly lasted longer than I thought we would, but damage non-existent, health non-existent. I don't even know where I'm done. Hey, Genshin, what the hell is that floor 12? Can we not have that? Can we remove that floor 12, please? That is the worst thing you have ever created. Yeah, I don't think we have any chance of getting through floor 12. We did all the rest of them, 9, 10, 11, no problems. Yeah, floor 12, that's not even remotely happening though. It's, yeah, not happening. Not happening. So, another day, less progress made. This account is falling behind so quickly. Hyperbloom has now been a problem because it has no survivability. And other teams are problems, and I don't know what I can do with these characters. I think like everyone from there minus a few. I don't know how to turn any of these into good characters or do good damage with them. So, yeah, I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed me making no progress again. Hey, if you like this video, go check out last Spiral Abyss where we actually did something. And, yeah, I'm going to go play Shunova. So, yeah, good. Bye.